Good morning. My name is Miss Mbe, and I just received a new friend in my YouTube. Her name is Jennifer's Glowing. She's a beautiful older black woman, and she's just like me. She's just talking about her day and life and her life. I'm up late watching the Kings of Comedy, and I realized why I never went to any of those shows. D.L. Hughley spent his whole time antagonizing the people in the audience. And I remember when my niece was pregnant, I took her to see Lisa Leslie, the black lady that was in the new Ghostbusters, and she was just coming up, and I was sitting in the audience, and she specifically chose me to be the one she would antagonize. This lady didn't know me she didn't know me, I didn't know her. She put up a whole narrative. Her whole narrative and jokes was that I had, yeast infection. That I must be, I didn't say anything. I just looked at her like, what the hell? But her whole thing was about me having a yeast infection, which I didn't have. I was just there with my pregnant niece. No, my niece had just gave birth to the baby and was going through postpartum depression. So I decided to take her to a comedy show. And it was just this young lady, black woman coming up at Jimmy's in Harlem. And I took my niece to see her. And she spent her whole time talking about my complexion, even though she was the same complexion as me. And women like me have yeast infections. And the whole thing after that was all about if I had a yeast infection and what would happen and how all of this stuff about a yeast infection in me. Didn't know this lady from A Hole in the Ground. Now she's a big millionaire star on TV and all that stuff. And this is why I never went to the comedy shows after that, because they will pick somebody in the audience to antagonize back then. I don't know if they still do it now, but that's what comedy was back then. They would pick somebody in the audience and that person was their target to talk about their eyes, their clothes, their hair, their complexion, anything that the audience laughed at. This was what they talked about. So I'm looking at the Kings of Comedy. I'm like, this is so stupid. This is stupid. I got it on mute right now. Look, I'm looking at Cedric the Entertainer because I'm a chubby chaser. I love Cedric the Entertainer. I love him. He is so cute. I love his complexion and everything. So, yeah, come back in dialogue. And I'm going to still talk about the Africans owing us reparations because a lot of them are mad in the comments. Yeah, Africa owe us reparations more than Europeans.